Okay. What's your...
All right.
Cheers. Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
TV timeout. If you still have to set your lineups now.
Yeah, set your lineups. If you don't set your lineups, we will still be doing the fees.
The $10 fine.
I think I'm going to put that at the very beginning of the video so that they don't skip it, because this is going to be a 40-minute video.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Can't wait to ask Aunt Pam for her $10.
She owes $10 for not setting the lineup.
Yeah. And she won.
Yeah, against my dad, right?
All right.
All right. What?
I just shook the table.
Don't shake the table.
Was she playing again? We did this already?
We're doing this already. But no, we're moving on. We just got done talking about that, so we don't have to talk about that anymore.
That's 2 against 7.
Can you guys time us? Make sure we don't go over 20 minutes. This is going to be like an hour-long YouTube video.
What was that?
Oh my god. The Boston sensation, not Boston, Baltimore. She's from Baltimore, right?
Atlanta.
I don't even. You know her way better than I do. Yeah.
Hey, Miss Taylor, can you take the dog, please?
Coach,
We need some help on the stage.
sorry.
Come on now.
Got it. You're professional.
She can only make a cameo so often.
Yeah, we got tails wagging in our face. Alright, let's get this booted up.
Can you guys see us or no?
Can we see you? I can see you from here, yes.
No, can you hear us talk?
Yeah.
Yes. I can also hear the music.
What's the point?
Can you turn down the music, babe?
Yeah, we'll turn it down.
Okay.
I can turn on the heater outside, or put you guys upstairs.
It's fine. Once you start talking, yeah, we'll be good.
Alright. You having problems there? It helps to have like a little kickstand here, like I can go really far back. Or just up there like this.
I figured it out, but
Alright.
mine's not as updated as yours.
I guess we can get started, I guess. Hello everybody! Welcome back to the DFL Report. We've missed you. We've got the new commissioner here, Joe Turgeon. How's it going, man?
It's going, man. It's good to be back. I know we haven't done a weekly report every single week, but why talk about the loser teams when you can talk about the winners like we're going to do tonight?
Yes, the winners indeed. Say, Joe, this is about the only bragging I'm going to do tonight, but who happened to be on top for the entire season this year?
Goodness. The most consistent.
I mean, every week.
Yeah.
Every week. Since the first week, I have not been, other than, number what?
You didn't even let me answer the question.
Number what?
Number 1.
Thank you.
Number 1.
Thank you.
The loneliest number there is. Number 1.
And now
Danny's
I'm gonna end
been
up losing this
The
week.
best team all year, the most consistent, and it proves
And we're done.
with the number 1 seed going into our playoff bracket.
Against the number 8 seed.
Who's number 8, man?
That happens to be you, Joe.
Yeah, that's right. Playing against the hottest team in the whole league right now.
Yes, I am.
But we'll get to us in a little bit. It's good to be back. Hopefully you guys have missed us. We're going to have fun tonight. Hopefully you guys enjoy
This
it.
is completely off the cusp. No rehearsal whatsoever. Coach has been guiding us on what we should do, and I think we're ready to rock and roll. So you want to start off with the playoff contenders, or you just want to talk about some of the losers?
I want to get the losers out of the way first.
All right. So let me bring up.
We'll start with the last
here.
place team.
Last place. Well, I mean, I don't even have to bring up the standings to know who the last place team is.
Super B.
Yeah. Redonkulous.
Super Bad. That should be your new name next year. Super Bad. By the way, I was just telling Danny too, I can't wait to come to your house on the 20th and ask you for your $10 for not playing a quarterback last week or 2 weeks ago.
And still
winning.
Yeah. I was actually kind of worried this week. I just played Super B this last week, and like right out of the gate, 40 points on the board by Super B from one player, and I was like, "Oh man,
you really
I'm in trouble." I'm in trouble. But I think she only ended up putting like another 25 points between the rest of the
Her
players.
team's pretty darn bad. So for someone that talks so much shit at the draft, you need to learn how to draft, Aunt Pam. Sorry about it.
Yeah.
So yeah, you were last place. There's not much to say about you. Maybe a new strategy next year.
Yeah, maybe a new team name. It worked for Joey, kinda.
Maybe ask Uncle Billy's secretary or his analyst, as Cole Bug likes to
Well,
put
I mean,
it.
I don't think you should ask any Battaglia, to be completely honest. I mean, none of them are in the
in it.
playoffs. I mean, if you're better off asking one of the Turgeons, all right?
That would be a better plan. Yes.
And maybe even a Rubian if you really want to throw out a line there. All right, so right above Super B we have the Fantastics. Hey, first time in the league, started off pretty strong.
Yeah.
Few runs to begin, but kind of tapered off pretty sharp at the end.
I think her first pick was Aaron Rodgers, and then she went downhill from there. Maybe her second round pick was Andre Williams, maybe.
I have no idea.
After Rodgers, your strategy pretty much went right out the window, and
I think because it was their first year, they might have partaken a little bit in the fireball or whatever was going around.
Somebody else took into the fireball, which I'm amazed of how well you drafted, considering your significant other in the fireball.
Yes, I could not. We will not talk about Sam's antics at the draft, but
to concentrate on the draft and her at the same time, you did a wonderful job.
yeah,
I gotta commend you on that.
I knew I was in trouble when I looked over and she had the entire bottle of Fireball upside down. And,
Sam, we're talking about you.
and then proceeded to say, "I'm totally fine. I'm totally fine. I'm not drunk. Not drunk at all. I can drive. I can totally drive. Let's go." Anyways.
That was fun. It was fun. She had fun.
You know, usually a strong contender in our league is the Word Man, who comes in third to last this year. Jimmy, I don't know what happened to you, man. I mean, he's the football analyst, so we're going to leave it over to him.
Jim, I know you didn't have a partner this year, which...
Oh, that's right. Maybe that's what it was.
And you didn't draft a defense in the first round. You're never going to live that down. You did have a good defense in the Seahawks, but like I said last week, going into our playoff, who's going to make it to the playoffs for that 8th seed, you play Trent Richardson, and that's your downfall. You never play Trent Richardson because he is not very good. I think he got you 1 point last week. So I put that one a little bit on you when you have Fred Jackson on your bench, who's a starting running back for the Bills. And
yeah, because Birdman had a shot last week,
he did.
Right? A little bit of a shot. He went against, who did he go up against?
If he would have won, it would have been most likely a tie going into who had the most points.
All right.
But he did not win, so it didn't matter. Hey, next year, man. Better luck next year. Continue to bring those koozies and all those keychains and all those things you bring over, because that adds to the party.
Brings to the swag. I mean, he lost to 52 Shades of Grey, I guess.
Oh, 52. We'll get to her in a bit.
Yeah. Okay, next up, another one of those loser Battaglia, those big ass eyes. I guess he has to be happy that he finished above his mom, but
at least he has some bragging rights.
Some bragging rights within the family.
He's living under her roof.
Yeah.
Still.
I mean, at least he put together his own team, not like his secretary. And,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's not really concerned about it right now. Staying out in Maui, he probably doesn't really care too much.
Yeah, hanging out with all the Maui chicks.
Yeah.
Hey Cole, like I said in the report last year, you've been pretty bad. Last week.
Joey's on a little bit of a medication right now from a thrown out back. Apparently, he pulled an Elvis and tried to take a shit that he shouldn't have. But
yeah, we'll not go there.
Yeah, we already kind of did.
Ditch your strategy, man. Find a new one, because it's been pretty poor the last 2 years. Or maybe just give up and let your brother Blake enter the league. But he's scared. Yeah, he probably won't.
He's afraid of commitment.
That's low blow.
Yeah, so Cole, let's see, who did you beat this year? That's always kind of fun to look at, right?
I think he actually beat me this year.
Did he really?
I think so. But it doesn't matter. I'm in the playoffs and he's not. I had a question because I don't remember. Who wore the dickhead the most?
Oh.
Because that normally translates into either a really good draft.
My memory is a little bit fuzzy of that evening. I know I escaped the dickhead award this year. I think it was because I had a microphone. Looney Clooney?
I think he wore it a lot this year.
Well, what do you know? I think Looney Clooney's the next up on our trash talk here.
Looney Clooney, the next battalion.
Trending upwards the entire season, apparently, even though he kept losing. His trend was continually going sky high, according to Clooney. But his analyst.
And his analyst is full of shit. Looney Clooney. Next year, come with nothing. Don't come with your little fancy portfolio.
Which was impressive. That was an impressive
But it didn't
portfolio.
do him anything. It got him Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, I mean,
Anybody in their right mind could draft Demaryius Thomas.
I know nothing about football. I don't have an analyst. I watched maybe 2 games thus far this season. And I'm number 1. What's going on? You had an entire booklet. And I can already hear my dad talking like, "Oh, Daniel had the computer. He had the computer at the draft."
The computer drafted for him.
You know what? That is complete bullcrap. The computer is the same as the list. I was distracted by having to announce everybody's crap. It's just...
You had the
just pure
computer,
luck.
and your dad sat in front of a TV for 3 hours for about 340 days out of the
Yeah.
year, and he's not in the playoffs.
And he's not in the playoffs. Speaking of my dad and my
Yes.
mom, AARP is the last team to not make it to the playoffs this year. Wah, wah, wah.
So sorry.
Looks like that Fran trophy's not going to be hanging around the Chino residence much longer.
We will have a new champ, that is for sure.
Your champion will be crowned this year.
Just that baby goodbye.
But who will it be? Who will it be? Let's talk about AARP a little bit here, shall we?
Yeah, see what they had.
Yeah.
They had a couple trades this year that were blockbuster, but
Yeah, I think
didn't
that's
pay out
a standard issue. AARP always has a way of being in the center of the trade buzz.
they never. Oh, it worked out for them last year. This year they had some really good trades and just ended up not working out for them.
Yeah.
I think depth caught up to them. I mean, they had some pretty good, actually really good skill players with Johnson, Marshall, and Olsen and Allen, but their running back situation was pretty poor, and obviously their draft pick with the quarterback. No offense, Aunt Bobby, but the quarterback pick with I think it was.
It's not definitely
Carson
not on the line.
Palmer.
Yeah. Yes, it was Carson
Yeah.
Palmer. Now that you mention
He
it.
got paid a lot of money and didn't play, and that was a 4th-round pick, I think it was. When
Yeah.
there was a lot of
I
really good
remember the
quarterbacks up.
steam look going
Yeah.
back and forth across that table. And I mean,
He fell into the same trap every husband ends up falling into, is whatever you want, dear.
whatever you
And
want here. You know what?
His grandpa used to say, if you give him an inch, they'll take a yard. I think she took a yard on you, Uncle Doug. But it's all good. You'll have your name on that trophy for the rest of that trophy's existence. And
Yeah. I mean, my dad put it very
Just not this
eloquently the other day. I think we were hanging out, and he was talking about how, our kids will be playing this game one day, and they'll look into that trophy and see his name, which it really put it into perspective for me. And it really made me kind of appreciate this
Yes.
league a lot more.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
There's no other league like it, that's for sure.
It just makes me so happy that I have a chance of putting my name in on this year, and unfortunately, my dad doesn't have that anymore.
Or fortunately, I was a little bit tired of hearing his shit about winning.
All right, who's above?
That's it. Now we're into the playoffs.
We're into the playoffs. All right, so top 8 teams into the playoffs this week. Number 1 taking on number 8. So that means me and Mr. Commissioner over here are going to go head to head this week.
Let's check out the preview here.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. Let me bring that up. You'll notice that I'm rocking the same technology that they have on NFL halftime shows, the Surface Pro 3.
I think you should get on that show.
I think that this is why I won first place in the
Wow,
preseason.
Danger Zone going into the week is a 9-point favorite. He's projected for
And I haven't even set my lineup yet.
140 points, which probably could be a little bit more. And I'm projected Fram bound at 131.
It's going to be a close game. I'm not going to lie. Joey's been coming on hot at the end of the season here, doing an amazing job. I think his team's going to do an amazing job Sunday. Nobody's going to get injured at all.
I see how he's going, and I'm going to agree with him. My team is going to ball. You can't have the name Fram bound and not be ready for this time of the year. Danny's been the most consistent, by far the best manager and best team in the whole year. And there's always upsets.
My coaching rating is down there in the dirt. 14th on coaching rating. This guy's got 3rd rank on coaching rating.
Yeah.
I mean, He's got it. I mean, my
Third-
bench
third is
puts
pretty
up
much
more
last.
points than my starters most of the time, and yet we still end up.
We actually do have a really even match. Even though I'm 8 and he's 1, it should be one of the better, with all kidding aside, one of the better matchups all week.
One of my big concerns here is, do I start Matt Ryan, who's got to go up against the Green Bay Packers
Bay, yeah.
defense, who I also have on my bench, or do I start Ryan Tannehill and my stinking Dolphins?
They're playing Baltimore.
They're playing Baltimore, weak defense. So, do I play weak quarterback against weak defense, strong quarterbacks against strong defense? It's going to be a game time decision
I would
right
go
there.
with Ryan. He's a Monday night quarterback.
I'm not going to listen to you,
and
Joe.
there's a lot of and there's a
I'm
lot
not
of
going to
points.
listen to you.
I would go with Ryan. Hey, whatever.
I mean, I might end up going that way, but it's not going to be.
It's a Monday night game, and he's going to score a lot of points.
Then I definitely will bench the.
I need to
Packers
find
D that
somebody
night.
for Bryant. That's my goal.
Yeah, because
I have a lot of strong players, but they come up and go down every other week, man. It's frustrating. Part of being there. Yeah. Alright, next one. You want to talk about your season at all? I mean, I lost to 2 people, 3 people. I lost to freaking Cole, I think.
lose to. It's just stupid.
I'm the only under 500 team in the playoffs. I'm 6 and 7. Somewhere.
Around the 2nd to 6th game, I had a 4 or 5 game losing streak, so I was able to come on strong late. And Ben Roethlisberger started playing a lot better. And once he started playing better, my team started coming around. And I barely squeaked in the playoffs. I had a lot of points.
But 6 and 7 doesn't usually cut it, but it did this year, and so I'm grateful to be
You get the wild card shot for sure. I'm hoping that we can shut down that little winning streak. I did lose to my brother, Thunder Buddies, who's trying to get his second name on the trophy this year.
We got to try to stop that.
Yeah, and
I think my main loss though went against the Lamb because I set my team up to have 1 bye week this year. Week 9, my team was off. He got you on a bye week? Yeah, and I knew going in, I basically said, hey guys, my team's on bye this week. I'm not going to try to pick up players because I'm a solid team. I took that loss, but my dad said that, once I took that loss, that was it. There's no coming back from that, but I think I came back from that.
all right, let's move on. Let's move on.
Second game would be 2 against 7.
Yeah, so that's Thunder, or no, sorry, 52 Shades of Grey. Hey, sis, what a great performance this year, coming in
Man,
number
oh,
2.
man.
I mean, I didn't see it coming.
I didn't see it either. She did great on the draft. She got some guys late in the draft that turned out to be potential first-round picks next year, and she got a lot of pickups in the free agent market.
Well, I mean, she's had some good advice, I think, from AARP this year too. I mean,
AARP is not the playoffs.
that's true. But sometimes it's all about counsel. I mean, unfortunately, sisters have got to go against sisters this week.
Oh, yeah.
52 Shades of Grey is taking on Mega Mouth, the Boston sensation. Not Boston, Baltimore. She's from Baltimore, right?
Atlanta.
Atlanta.
I don't even. You know her way better than I do. Hey, anyway, this
so,
matchup's
yeah.
great as well.
That's gonna be cut out. That's gonna be the first thing
Cut
we
it
show.
out. 141 projected for 52 Shades of Clay, and 136 for Megamouth.
I have to give Sandy name of the year, by the way. I mean, Fantastics and 52 Shades of Grey.
It's pretty neat.
Clay. I think they were right on.
I want to say gray all the time. She 52 Shades.
of Clay.
Yeah,
Anyways,
they're pretty evenly matched. Quarterback wise, running back wise, receiver, tight end. This is going to be an exciting matchup, and 2 against 7, 1 against 8 so far is pretty good matchups for a playoff.
yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it for sure. Megamouth, she had 2 teams working this year. I know she drafted pretty much her entire dad's lineup as well. So
Yeah, I mean, Rube was at the draft, and Rube normally has to draft for Megan. So it was only fitting that Megan helped
That's right. That's
him
right.
out at the draft this year.
It was good seeing Megan this year.
Yeah, it was great having her out. I hope that she can make it more often. I mean,
Definitely. That was fun.
unfortunately, she's just the front face of that team. Maybe Billy Bates can make it out as well.
That would be nice.
Yeah, so we can actually see the brains behind the operation.
Oh yeah, that's right. I heard about that.
I mean, I didn't. Sometimes it's like split personality when they're texting because I don't know if it's Megan or the hubby.
Yeah.
All right,
Who do we
so
got next?
the last matchup, right? Oh no, we still got 2
more,
matchups.
yeah. We got 3 against.
So like everything that we do around here,
The camera stopped rolling at 20 minutes. That's 2 problems there. Number 1, we spent 20 minutes talking and we didn't even finish. Number 2,
It's like breaking cut cookies.
Number 2, we have to do this all over again after the 20-minute mark. So, I think we just finished up talking about Mega Mouth.
We still have 2 more games left.
Yeah, we still have 2 more games left now.
Speed this up. The
How have
Lamb
we done
against
this?
Short Bus.
Alright, so yeah. The Lamb against Short Bus. Crap, what do we say about them?
The Lamb started off strong. He was right
Yeah,
up there
yeah.
with you the entire year.
Entire year, sticking with me until this last week. You ended up taking a loss, making yourself 9-4. I am the only 10-3 team this year. Don't laugh at me!
The dog.
The Lamb's team is starting lineup's pretty good, and his depth is below average.
His iPad?
Oh shit.
Watch your language. Watch your language. Watch your language. Watch your language.
She just walked right in front of the camera.
Your butt's on the camera.
It's all in my mind. His depth is a little bit low. Going into this week, you better hope his starters or he picks somebody up in free agency because you don't run a championship with low depth.
Yeah. I mean, great for you, Lamb. I mean, you can give a few pointers to Fanatics for sure. Don't knock the table. Don't knock it.
Oh yeah, he's a first timer.
He's a first timer, so it was a good job on that.
Uh-oh.
All right, so he's going up against Short Bus, another one of the Costellas that made it into the playoffs here. So 2 out of 4. Oh no, Ricky's not playing. So 2 out of 3 of the
What
Costellas
happened
made
to
it
Ricky
up.
this year?
Ricky backed out because he's a little bit of a
Scared?
he's overworked. He's got too much work going on,
Cry me a river.
right? Anyways, so yeah, still rocking. Put up a pretty good performance this year, 7-5.
No, Short Bus.
Short Bus put up a good season this year, 7-6. He's on a 1-game winning streak. I don't know. What did we talk about when we talked about him already? 'Cause we already did all of this.
Short Bus has got a loaded lineup. He's got a lot of people on
Oh,
the
that's
bench.
right.
He's got a stacked team, and he's just got to do a good job
Yeah.
of figuring out who he's going to play.
Short Bus has been a powerhouse, really. I mean, I think he's had a pretty strong schedule he had to go up against. He's got the 2nd most points in the league.
But we're all rooting against him.
Yes, we are, because we don't want anybody else to have the name on the trophy twice before we can get our names on it.
Right. And if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be you or I.
It'll be you and I.
Whoever wins this week is going to be.
Hey, obviously, Joey's gonna win.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
Joey's
I'm going to roll
win.
with it. I know what
He's
he's
such a
trying
great
to do.
guy.
I am
His
gonna win.
personality is so nice, and his team's been so
Nobody
great
wants
all
to
year
play me.
long. Nobody's gonna get hurt. He's gonna have a great.
That's right.
Great week.
My pick is Short Bus in this matchup. Sorry, Rube. Your team's a little bit low, especially going into late in the season.
All right, moving on. We've got the last matchup of the week. I think this took us 15 minutes just to talk about last time.
Yeah, we're
so
going a lot better. Yeah, we're on it.
We're gonna finish this guys out quick. Thunder Buddies versus Still Rockin'. Steve, stellar year this year, man. I'm so glad I don't have to cut out that entire part where I called his team really bad, but
And I called his team really good.
yeah,
You called it
we
bad.
conflicted. It was not good. So this time we're just gonna be straight. Both of us are gonna say, hey, you did a great job this year. Your record 7-5 and 1 tie. And guess what? You're going up against the person you tied with. So now it's like the tiebreaker matchup of the century. You hungry?
Oh yeah, he did.
Those are
tie 'em.
Santa's cookies. Yeah, we didn't talk about that last time, but I'm noticing it now. This is the team that
They
tied.
tied.
And
I
it's,
remember tying.
and Steve, I don't want to give away any hints here, but you have 2 players you need to put on your bench.
That are projected for 0 points.
Yeah.
You might want to fix that because right now you're tied at 109 projected.
Yeah, tie game right now, 109, 109.
Hey, best photo of the year, Steve. Thunder Buddies, Double Zots. Great movie, great photo.
Yeah.
Probably one of the most impressive, drafts. We're getting Adrian Foster.
Hiccups.
I've got the hiccups all day.
Santa's cookie.
Adrian Foster in the 3rd or 4th round. That was a great pick. And then throughout your lineup, if you're healthy, Steve, you're one of the.
Coach is just trying to
You're
help him out,
definitely a
Coach.
team to contend with if you're healthy, but you got to get healthy quick if you want a chance to get your name on that trophy. He already has his name on the trophy, right?
He does have his name on the trophy.
Yeah.
We don't
want him to win either.
Still Rocky. You got this, man.
That's my pick. Still rocking.
Still rocking. Steve's got a few moves that he can make to get up that the anticipated
score, but I mean, you've been strong this entire season. I think you can pull it out. I have no idea who you have on your team, but I'm just crossing my fingers.
He won't make it. He's going to get fined $10 twice because he didn't set his lineup. All right, we already did this, but going down through the seating, these cookies are really popular right now. The girls are
You're
digging
gonna have to get on camera.
Sorry.
Going down the seating, we've already gone down the matchups. Number 1 was Danger Zone with Danny right here next to me. The most consistent, the most quality, the best coach, the best
You know,
team,
he's overplaying.
best players of the year.
I got lucky. I don't know football.
And they're going to lose this week.
Watch my balls.
He's gonna take it.
Number 2 is 52 Shades of Clay.
Way to go, sis.
Oh,
Sandra.
hey-o.
Oh, I like
Woohoo! I like that one. Booyah!
You know what? The second half of this video is gonna be so much better than waiting here.
Yeah, they're not even going to know that we had a first half.
It's like a studio audience.
Number 3 was the Lamb Rube. Good job, even though Megan drafted your whole team. Thunder Buddies in 4th. 5th place was Still Rockin' and Uncle Rick. 6th place was Short Bus with Rock. 7th place was Mega Mouth. And 8th place was myself. And
Mega Mouth!
So,
Woo!
Frank.
all right, really quickly, we're gonna go through the loser bracket, which we spent, I think, 80 minutes talking about before.
We talked about losers for 80 minutes.
Yeah. So, we want to have a loser trophy this year, and the loser has to make it. Okay, so right now we actually have these games set up because Aunt Pam, who's currently in last place, could still pull out a victory this week and perhaps not be in last place. It's right now Fanatics and Super B have the same record. So this week ARP's going up against Super B, Looney Clooney's going up against Fanatics, Big Ass Eyes takes on the Word Man. It's 5 and 8s versus 9 and 4 and 9s. So
Yep.
it's anybody's game to who ends up with the loser trophy this year.
Be creative on that.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely don't want to get, but when you don't finish in last
We're not going
place-
to worry about putting names on it or anything like that. If we need a little bit of cash to put towards it, we'll take some $15 of the pot money that Aunt Pam owes us.
If you still have to set your lineups now.
Yeah, set your lineups. If you don't set your lineups, we will still be doing the fees.
It's a $10 fine.
I think I'm going to put that at the very beginning of the video so that they don't skip it, because this is going to be a 40-minute video.
Yeah. And
Anyways.
Pam owe $10. third time.
Unbelievable. 40 minutes.
Yeah, and I've got to edit all that.
No one wants to watch all that.
Folks, that's all we have for you.
Yeah.
Hopefully you enjoyed it. It's been a long time since we've done this. Our first.
Yeah, the first video of the year,
Playoff
I mean, the DFL
preview.
Report 2014.
Isn't the
Joey
season
was-
almost over?
Shut up. Joey was very, very generous enough to host Sam and I over for dinner tonight.
How about his wife?
You made the salad.
I tossed
You
the
better give her
salad.
some recognition.
All right,
That's
Joey
amazing.
and Taylor hosted
That
us for an
was
amazing
awesome.
dinner, some burgers, salad, and amazing French fries. You nailed the French
And
fries.
Coke.
Perfect.
And cookies.
And cookies. Hey, those were popular.
Anyways.
And we'll see you guys on the 20th. We miss you. We love you. Good job, Danny.
Can't wait to see ya.
Happy holidays.
We almost missed.
All right.
And,
Hopefully that's
But
recorded.
just edit
please do
that.
not get my butt or
Oh,
do
that-
not get.
You know how I used to replay a few things last year?
I-
Touch your lingo. 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 Touch your lingo.